are the Lions actually going to be good this year? Or I don't believe in curses or nothing, but it just feels like with the Lions, it's like I'll just see it when I believe it. That's where I'm at. I don't know about you.
Well, to answer the first question, will the Lions be good? The Lions should be good this year. The Lions, I got an old saying for the Lions. The Lions are always known to get shot. And what I mean by that is they're either going to shoot themselves or the refs are going to shoot them. But bottom line, they're getting shot in the game. Like they just always find a way to lose a game. So, like I said, either refs or they do it to themselves. But you know, I honestly like how we ended last year. I think the momentum has changed, and that goes into the next thing as far as like what's my levels with the hype and all that. I mean, I've watched football since I was, middle school. I've watched the Lions. I haven't seen the Lions do anything pretty good. I've seen them go to the playoffs, what, three times now in my whole life. Obviously, like many others, I haven't even seen them win a playoff game. But with that said, I might be younger than other Lions fans, so I'm speaking from like my age group probably. But it just seems different, man. It's something different. It's something different in the atmosphere. It's like I personally have not known the Lions to be this hyped in my lifetime. Cause it was a guy from out of town asking me like, what's up with like Detroit fans right now? Like how y'all feel about the Lions? And I told him, I said, I don't think the Lions have ever been this hyped in my whole life. Like typically, that's the laughing stock of the city. Like everybody downplays the Lions, but this year the Lions are actually like the team that the city is the most hopeful for. Like out of all four teams we have in the city, the Lions probably got the most fans behind them right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is a football town. I would assume so. Football is what draws. Football is what sells. Um, yeah, I'll see it when I believe it, RJ. I don't know, because I feel like people have done this every year. Where it's like the Lions are gonna be good this year, and it's like, oh, they never are. And I don't know how unpredictable of a sport really is football. I feel like with basketball, like basketball is pretty predictable. Like if you have a star or two, like you're probably going to be in the playoffs. Like baseball can be like how unpredictable is football? Do the teams that are good on paper, is that most of the time are those the teams that win, or is it very like unpredictable?
Football is one of those things. There's so many variables involved. It's hard to determine. Like for one, injuries, right? Probably is the sport with the most injuries. So like, if you have a key player get hurt, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, I mean, going off paper, the Lions should win the division. Like the Lions should mess around and get to the play. We could honestly host a playoff game at Ford Field. Like if we talking on paper, that's how good we should be this year. But like I said, injuries can happen. And I mean, knock on wood, hope nobody too important gets hurt for a long period of time. But that's something to keep in mind. And then, like you said, it's been said before about fans like, oh, this is our year, and then we don't do anything. And so again, the Lions are known to get our hopes up just to let us down. But at the same time, like I said earlier, like this feels different. And I know that sounds cliche, but it really does feel different. Like even a lot of times when people are on like drinking the Kool-Aid and all hyped up, I'm typically one of the last ones to like join in. But this year, like I gulped the full cup, man. Like I'm all locked in.